Mr. Sunas, let me begin with a few words about Norway. The United States and Norway enjoy a long tradition of friendly relationships based on democratic values. We also share an increase in addressing the problems posed by climate change, particularly with respect to the Arctic, and building a cooperation in the region through the Arctic Council. On the security side, Norway, as you know, is a founding member of NATO and has been a partner with us in Afghanistan, Libya, the Balkans, and in counterterrorism. In her visit to Washington earlier this month, Norway's defense minister emphasized the importance of European nations stepping up to the plate at a larger scale to take a share of global political and economic burdens.
As soon as you talked about, obviously, Norway and oil, are there other opportunities there between the two countries?
Sure, although the heart of our business ties are in the energy field. We have a $15 billion annual trade partnership with Norway. It's very important to them. We're their fifth largest trading partner. There are 300 businesses that are currently operating in Norway. 60% of our investments in Norway have to do with energy, and there's a huge American community in Stavanger there. But in this trade relationship, we have a slight deficit in manufactured goods. We have a slight surplus in services. But there are a lot of things that we're beginning to. There are a lot of markets that will continue to open up.
Let me just ask, as ambassador, how would you promote those trade cooperations?
Thank you for that save, Senator Johnson. Prior ambassadors have been very, very engaged in this issue. It's important that we continue. Interesting.
Okay. Let me move on to Ms. Bell.
Please, thank you.
Mr. Sunas, following last year's parliamentary elections, Norway's Conservative Party now had a center-right coalition, as you know, that will include the anti-immigration party called the Progress Party. What do you think the appeal of the Progress Party was to the Norwegian voters?
Thank you, Senator. It's a very seminal question. Generally, Norway has and is very proud of being a very open, transparent, democratic parliamentary government. One of the byproducts of being such an open society and placing such a value on free speech is that you get some fringe elements that have a microphone, that spew their hatred, and although I will tell you Norway has been very quick to denounce them, we're going to continue to work with Norway to make sure.
The government has denounced them? The coalition government, they're part of the coalition of the government.
Well, I would say, you know what, I stand corrected. I stand corrected and would like to leave my answer at it's a very, very open society, and that most Norwegians, the overwhelming amount of Norwegians and the overwhelming amount of people in Parliament don't feel the same way.
I have no more questions for this incredibly highly qualified group of nominees.
Thank you, Senator Kaine.